What's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with the 41st installment of Black Girls on Television. I'm back in the old studio, y'all. Don't it feel like home, sweet home? It is actually brighter in this car, so hopefully this tint that I'm getting on my Jeep today won't, change, make it look darker. But it's also the first day that we've had sun since I got my Jeep. And of course, I'm not in the Jeep. Okay, so it's like is God trying to tell me that every time I'm gonna be in the Jeep it's gonna be rainy days? But whatever, you guys. Empire, let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, so the show opens with Tiana performing. She is actually rehearsing for a fashion show that she is going to be singing in. Okay, they always got some fucking kind of showcase or something on this show. She had on the cutest fringe dress. I was like, ooh, that's cute, y'all. Made me feel like how I felt back when I wore my little fringe skirt at the first blackout. I was like, girl, I know you look cute. All that shit flapping around you and everything. Anyway, Cookie got, Mother Supreme. That's Councilman Diggs' mama. She is down there at the rehearsal. She, Cookie is trying to show her around and let her know about the fashion show and how it's tying the Empire, I guess, is sponsoring it. And they've got some hoity-toity designer, Helen Von whatever her name is, So Cookie was like, let me introduce you to her. All right, so when she gets over there, of course, Mother Supreme already knows her. They do the air kisses. Oh, I haven't seen you here, Yeah, you haven't invited me to the captain's ball yet. She's, oh, yes, you're going to be there. And this year, though, Mother Supreme is changing up the captain's ball a little different. And this time it's going to be a fundraiser for Councilman Diggs. Mother Supreme loved the song that Jamal did, so she tells Jamal that she wants him to write a song for the ball and then come perform it. And Cookie tries to say, no, he's not going to do that. But Jamal says, you know what, he'd be honored. Then he tells Cookie that it's time. Now we got Big Crazy. He at the house, okay? He's sitting in the middle of the floor talking to Rhonda. Now, Rhonda's like, does she really know you? And then all of a sudden, some hands come up to him. He jump up like, bitch, fuck wrong with you? Please get your ass beat. Okay, it's Nessa. Are you okay? No, he not okay. They ain't even buried his damn wife. Where is Rhonda, y'all? She's still down to the morgue? Giving her the whole fucking James Brown treatment. Shit. Then we see Lucius talking to, oh my God, why do I keep wanting to call that lawyer Tasty? Y'all told me that's not his name. What is the lawyer? Anyway, he's talking to the lawyer. And, Tasty is telling them that, it's not tasty. That don't feel right. Thrifty. It start with a T, don't it? Shady, tiny. What the fuck is it? Anyway, they trying to find some dirt on Tariq. The lawyer can't find shit on him. Lucius was like, everybody got something bad about them. You got to keep on looking. Okay, they got an inside person, but even the inside person can't come up with, what Tariq is doing. Tariq is clean as a fucking whistle. Are whistles clean? That might not be the right saying. Now back at the rehearsal for the fashion show, Helene Von Flesser, she is talking about how she wants Tiana to straighten her hair. Shit too nappy. She gonna have to wear this dress here. This is couture. She made it up and everything. Of course, Cookie is like, no. Tiana is natural. She's black girl magic. That's what she does. Helene Von Flesser is not really trying to do that. I know what I want. This is what it's gonna be. And you need to get on board since you're trying to chase the Diggs family, Councilman Diggs, and Cookie was just like, I don't chase nobody. Andre brings Nessa down to the rehearsal, and he just wants her to get a idea when he says they can have it all, what he means. So, when she sees it, she's all mesmerized. She sees Tiana up on stage dancing. She's like, yeah, this is what I want. This is what I want, baby. After that rehearsal, Andre catches up with Cookie and he tells her that he's sorry he didn't come, to the dinner, but he was doing what she was doing, meeting Nessa's family, She's just like, oh, baby, I see that she's really important to you. You really care about him. Is it okay, Mama? Baby, it's okay. I'm happy for you. Well, good, Mama. I'm glad you think that now. Is it okay if I bring Nessa down there, just so she can learn the ropes from Tiana? Cookie, yes, it's okay. Make sure she stay out of Tiana's way, though, because she's real nervous about this performance that's coming up. Okay, Andre's like, will do. So then we see Tiana. Nessa's helping her, kind of like an assistant, and Tiana's going off. She mad. She don't want to straighten her hair. She don't want to wear the fucking dress. Okay? She complaining. All right, Nessa just in the background. I said, girl, you don't know how close that enemy is. Hakeem complaining he don't want to do no songs with Tiana because of the shit that happened with Lil Romeo. And Cookie was like, you don't got no damn choice, you're gonna be working with her. Tiana don't want to work with him either. She was just like, I'm not trying to resurrect his career after old girl done dumped him on national TV. He was just like, oh, you talking about me, you out there busy lesing it up, so anyway, them two got a problem with each other. Now later on, Lucius and Anika, they had dinner with Crazy Granny. It was funny because she was just like, where's my crust? Somebody bring my crust back. Lucius was just like, can somebody bring this lady her damn crust back? I was cracking up. Anyway, he was just like, look, we got to figure out a way that we can work together. Well, Anika's still pissed off because for some reason she didn't get the job with Shine. I don't remember what happened there, so I missed it somewhere, y'all. But now she ain't the A&R, so she's home more. So, her and Crazy Granny is bumping heads. So, but Anika was like, she needs to stay out of my way. Lucius grabs on the Crazy Granny's arm and was like, what did I tell you? I told you to stay out of Anika's way. She was just like, let go of me. You are hurting me. You are hurting me. She's yelling, making a scene. Everybody in the restaurant is looking. And evidently Tariq has somebody in there listening on. Tariq is sitting out in the car, and he wants to run in there because he says that Lucius is abusing her. Guy was like, no, you can't run in there like that. You're gonna mess everything up. That's where Tariq comes up with the angle of maybe he'll use Crazy Granny to try to trap Lucius. I'm thinking to myself, like, who would try to get somebody that's mentally ill to base your whole fucking case on? Okay, that make no damn sense. Now back to Tiana. Okay, she's still fucking fussing. Okay, she don't like this dress. She has it on, but she can't move around in it and everything. So she's steadily complaining. But then she's like, you know what, Nessa, help me take this dress off. So you take the dress off. Portia there, she trying to smooth the waters for her and calm her down and everything. And then all of a sudden we see the damn dress up in flames over in the corner. Nessa, oh my God, I'm sorry. And Tiana is like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You done burnt up a fucking couture dress. We cannot replace this dress. First of all, she don't want to do the damn show. She talking real bad about Helene Van Fleur, okay, and saying how she just doing this, trying to get back in the good graces after she done had this African fashion show and it was some bullshit. And she going on and on and on and on. Portia steadily trying to calm her down. When she finally takes her out the room, Portia tells Nessa, you better fix it. Okay, Nessa was just like, I'm sorry, I will. Okay, and then when they walk out, Nessa, the dastardly face comes on, she goes up to the mirror and she puts her lip gloss on. I was just like, oh, look at Nessa. That bitch is coming on out, ain't she? Skip over to Crazy Granny. She's at the hospital. I guess she's getting a checkup, okay? And Tariq comes in. She's just like, get out of here. What are you doing here? And he was just like, oh, don't worry about it. I got you, mama. It's all right. Remember, it's me, Tariq. I'm taking care of you. I'm going to help you. I'm going to get you out that old evil-ass Lucius's house, Crazy Granny. I hate Boo-Boo Kitty. He was like, don't worry about it. I'm going to get you out of there. We going to work together. Now, jump back to Empire. After Tiana had her big-ass blow-up, of course somebody caught it on video. I'm sure we already know who it is. But for the TV's sake, Cookie and Tiana and Portia are watching the video that was posted on the internet. Tiana's just like, oh my God, this is terrible. Everybody thinks I'm a diva. Cookie is just like, this is your fault, Portia. And Portia was just like, how am I supposed to know? There's a whole bunch of people in and out the room. Like, I didn't have nothing to do with that. Okay, Andre over in the corner. Nessa, really sorry, mama. And she was just like, well, what does sorry do for me right now? Nothing. Okay, he was just like, let me talk to Helene. I'll get it all fixed. She was like, you better get it fixed. I said, oh, Tiana, baby, you on your way out. Now, Andre goes and talks to Helene, and, he's trying to talk her into working with Nessa. He tries to slide it in, casually. But Helene is going her own different direction now. She through with you niggas. Let me get somebody, that got a big name and fuck all the rest of y'all. Andre is like, okay, well, if you like it like that, fine. He put his hat on, he walk out, and then he walk up to the camera, and then he was like, you know what, your daughter, she got real beautiful hair. Okay, I can see why you love it. So I was like, oh, that's a threat. I know they're not about to do something to the damn girl, but sure enough, the next morning the poor child wake up and she sit up and child, all her Goldilocks, they all over the damn bed. The girl screaming, and then, Helene, she walks in there, and then she's like, oh no, her crown and glory is all gone. We jump back to Jamal and his counselor. The counselor's got this, high-tech viewfinder that is going to help pinpoint the reactions that Jamal has when he's in situations that might, flare up his PTSD. So, put it on and it's going to simulate a concert and I'm going to throw all these, daggers at you and we're going to see how you react to it. He put all these little patches on his chest and all that. And so we got Jamal, he in the concert, he breathing hard, he nervous and shit, A man jumps out at the crowd and then the man point a gun. I was like, fuck, that'll stress me out. Hell, I don't need no virtual person trying to kill me too. But Jamal makes it through that. While he's doing that, though, Lucius walks in. He's, what the hell is going on here? What you doing to my son? He got electricity going through his nipples. And Jamal's just like, what are you doing here? Well, Lucius is mad that Jamal is about to do this thing with Councilman Diggs, so he's just like letting him know that you better not do that shit. While he's talking to Jamal, though, now Jamal's levels is rising, okay? He done made it through the gunshots and all of that, the man in the damn viewfinder, but just the mere fact that he's talking to his father gets his shit, his PTSD going. Basically, Lucius lets him know, you better not fucking do that song for Councilman Diggs' fundraiser. When he walks out, the counselor is like, your dad is the trigger. You're going to have to work this out with your dad if you want to be able to ever get back on that stage. We see Crazy Granny. She back at the doctor's office, okay? Ain't got nobody with her. She tells Tariq, who meets her there, that, she told Lucius she has some female problems, and Lucius didn't ask, so they just took her to the doctor's office, and that's that. So she got some free time. So her and Tariq go out in the park, and, Tariq is trying to pick her for stuff. You ever go in his office? Do you ever see shit? But she brings it on back around and mentions his daddy. Anything that he can get on his daddy, he want to hear because he doesn't have a relationship with his dad. We see Andre, who's proud of himself for cutting a damn 6-year-old girl's hair off. He's walking into his office and Hakeem was just like, I should have known that Nessa was the one that recorded Tiana fussing. And Andre was just like, oh really? He was just like, yeah, but you know what, I ain't doing shit with Nessa. I'm not promoting no music with her or anything. And Andre's like, oh yes the hell you are, because you in a contract. She was, Hakeem, you ain't gonna get away with this. He jump up, he try to hit Andre with his little ass. Andre hurry up and block his hit and spin his little ass around and just kind of taunts and teases him. It actually was funny because every time that the brothers get together, they have good chemistry the same way that Cookie and Lucius has good chemistry. They always work out their fights really good, so does it really good, really well. Andre just laughs him off, but Hakeem is, he all puffed up in the chest. He gonna get Andre back. I said, you ain't gonna beat his ass, I know that. You better come up with something else. Back at the rehearsals, Cookie is talking to Helene. They're trying to figure out who they're going to replace now that Tiana's out. Helene says, how about we have Nessa? We'll do that whole black girl magic thing that you wanted to do, and she can keep her crinkly ass hair, and we can have black girls everywhere, and it could be good for Empire and good for me. Okay, so Cookie is surprised that that's what she want to do. I was like, this is very unrealistic, because let me tell you something. If a motherfucker cut my baby's hair all off, I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing shit else for you. But I guess maybe she felt threatened. I guess she was afraid. She didn't give off afraid, if that's what she was, though. I feel bad for poor Tiana. She don't never win. Never on this show. She like David on Scandal. Just always just losing. When we finally get Nessa up on the stage and she's performing the song, it sounds like it's black girl magic. Tiana and Hakeem are watching from home. And, Tiana was like, I should have known that bitch was shady. And Hakeem was like, don't worry about it. We gonna get them back. We gonna be back on top. And them two look like they trying to forge a relationship again. And then he starts braiding her hair because he practicing for little baby Bella. Now after the fashion show and Mother Supreme is walking around, Helene finds her and she was just like, honey, let me tell you something. You need to get away from this family, and I mean fast. They ain't not just a little bit of ratchet. They are OG for real gangsters. This ain't what you want. Leave these motherfuckers alone. Mother Supreme was like, oh my goodness. They a little bit more than she expected. Now Cookie tells Nessa, you know what, you did good. And then when she talks to Andre, she was like, that was some dirty ass shit that you did to Tiana. I don't know what it is that's going on with you, but you turning into somebody I don't like. Lucius, he gets home from a hard day's work, and there goes Anika. She got on her lingerie, and she still got a fucking attitude that she ain't got this A&R position. So she going around and she dropping expensive ass artifacts. Lucius is just like, wait a minute, don't do that. That's this and that's that, and don't do that. I paid a lot of money for that. That's irreplaceable. But somewhere in her dropping this shit, she takes off her robe and she got on a thong, all this lace and straps and shit, and now you see that it's turning into some some sort of sadomasochism, you know, real light sadomasochist, but you know, her more like dominating and him being the submissive, you know. So now he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, please, you know, whatever you want. So all of a sudden she pushes him on the table and she gets on top of him and they kissing, and he was just like, ooh, I love this side of you and I ain't seen this in a long time, but I know what you like. And he flip her around and they about to get busy, and then here come crazy granny like, oh my god, y'all stop it, I eat on that table. So he was just like, mama, let me talk to you for a second. So they get up and they go into the study, and you know, it's real dramatic. He take off his tie and then he puts it around her neck. I said, I know this nigga ain't fixing to choke his own mama, is he? But no, she turns around and he was just like, you know what, I'm so happy that you was able to talk to Tariq. Okay, so then we find out that they in cahoots together. She was like, yeah, son, I did exactly what you told me to. Okay, he was asking me all kind of stuff about you, but I was telling him about his daddy. You know, he's very jealous about the relationship that you had with your daddy because he didn't know your daddy. Okay, so Lucia's just like, so now he got a little something on Tariq. And I don't know how it's going to help him, but he did get a little bit of something. So thank God for small favors. And he tells his mama, you know what, I love your crazy ass. And then he gives her like this weird kiss on the mouth. It was almost intimate. I was just like, ooh, what is going on here? This is weird. Was it weird to y'all? And then lastly, at Jamal's, the family is there and he's letting them hear a song that he's written this time for Dad. And I guess this is a song that he is going to perform at the captain's ball. So he's singing it, and you know, it's a Lucius comes in and we hear the words of the song. It's talking about a heartless and a selfish man, you know, who let his woman go to jail, take the rap for him because he didn't want to do it, and he lied on the mama, all kind of mess. Okay, I mean, just completely putting they shit out there. After it was over, Lucius was like, is this your idea of a sick joke? Cookie, you knew about this? And Cookie was like, Jamal, you can't put that out. You know, Jamal's like, why not? I'm tired of the secrets. Okay, Lucius is the reason why your dad is dead. Lucius was like, I ain't got shit to do with him. He died from stress. And then Cookie was like, yeah, but Carol and Candace, they believe that, was that the sister's name? I think so. Candace and Carol, they think that you the reason why he had the heart attack. Lucius was like, ain't this about a bitch? Everybody always putting shit on me. But how does this fix anything, Jamal? And Jamal was like, well, you know, the family needs to heal. And he was like, the family needs to heal. Did you know that your mama was the one who called in the hit on Fantasia Loaf Daddy? Who you think did that? I'm trying to protect this family. Everything I do is for this family, you know. They all like, no, that's not true, you know. They couldn't believe that Cookie actually was the reason why that Fantasia Loaf Daddy dead. So Lucius put that out there for them, you know, wrapped that up real nice and threw it out at him. He says that he's not gonna never apologize for loving his family, and he leaves. So that's the way it ended, y'all. Next week is the finale. And that's going to be the finale for me too. Alright, you guys, that is it. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.